Okay, so it's been 2 or 3 days since I made a daily vlog, but I'm back here, and this time I'm in the attic. Last night I set up my laptop in here, and I'm going to start using this room a lot more. Definitely need the change of spaces. I think that being in one room is extremely toxic. Especially if you're sleeping in there, right? So I just sleep in that bed, get up, walk over, sit down in the chair, and start using the computer, and then get up, go back to the bed, sleep. Every time I leave the house, I'm coming back to that room. Not much space in there to maneuver around. You got the bookshelf, the table, the other bookshelf, the bed frame, dresser, another bookshelf. It's just too much. In here, a little bit more wide open. Hopefully, it's a little bit more conducive to stretching and standing up a lot throughout the day. Does it get a little bit warm or cold in here, depending? I did put in this insulation to help a bit like a year and a half ago, although I ended up not really using anything in here, and we didn't finish out what would you call it? Drywall. Yeah, so we haven't totally finished it, but it is a fairly nice area that I have not been using, and I'm going to start using it. Last night I streamed Final Fantasy VII, which is pretty funny. I beat the Hell House, among some other things, which is just a ridiculous boss fight where you're literally fighting a house, which is kind of pairs up with my life. I don't really like being in this house. Never really wanted to live in this house. I preferred other houses. Whenever we were touring to initially buy houses, I don't even know. So it's kind of my hell house. I don't like being here. I want to get out. I want to go make my own homestead somewhere where I can run around all day and have stand desks and not just a few paces across the room, more than 5 or 6 steps. I want to run around and be youthful and active. So yeah, Hell House, hilarious laugh. I got it down to like 1 HP one time, and then I ended up dying, trying to just zerg the boss down. Yeah, it takes like 20 minutes to beat this boss, no matter what you do, even whenever you're doing it right. At the appropriate level. And your attacks, they just bounce off. It's very strange. It's difficult to describe. It's worth looking up. Go watch my video. I know you won't, but there you go. Hell House. It is Easter, and I gotta say, I am a bit jealous of the people going to Easter functions and stuff. Church, say what you will about it, at least you got someplace to go. It's kind of like the answer to where are you going to go that's not a bar? To socialize, to talk to people. It's kind of a storied history. It's a little bit sketchy at times, but they do have the buildings. At least you got something going on. The wake up and need to be somewhere for some reason, even if it's totally arbitrary. Once you completely lack that, you'll have some sense of wanting to have that, right? You want to feel like you got places to go, things to do, even if it's just sort of a deception of yourself. So what's on the agenda for today is play more Final Fantasy VII. I'm going to go start streaming like right now. I'm going to post this video, and I'm also going to exercise a bunch more. I'm going to keep on exercising, and I might fast. I ate quite a lot of beef hibachi and some carrot cake, like half of a carrot cake. I'm going to be honest with you. It was really freaking good. And I could probably do with fasting for a day or two. That would not necessarily be bad. And then I got more steak hibachi. Absolutely delicious. Make it at home. Better than any restaurant that you'll go to. Just to end this off, let's talk about buildings like these. This is kind of what I want to get is anything that fills this relative specification. So there are a lot of different types of buildings that do that. Barn dominium type buildings, airplane hangars, barns themselves, workshops, what would you call it? A warehouse, just a large open room structure like this You set up your stand desks, your couple of pieces of workout equipment, get like a treadmill, stationary bike, yada yada, rebound trampoline, and on, jump rope. You do all these different activities like that, and you go from work session on the computer, something mental, whatever that is, playing a game, having a meeting, working on a project, whatever it is, and then you switch to something physical, and you just go until you hit the peak of your attention, until you start to notice your attention wane or your efficacy wane, and then you switch task, and then you just bounce back and forth like that all day, every day. um, and there's not much more to life than just doing that in a good environment. The ability to be in that big room and then be out in nature within just a matter of seconds, what more could you ask for than that? That is what I really want, I really need to get in order to feel truly like myself. And hopefully I can find people out there that support me in my quest to do that, both literally, spirit, what would you say, in spirit, spiritually, and in actual, real dinero. I got to find a way to pay for it somehow, and that requires money changing hands just so I can give it back again. Pay me so I can pay you, so that I can be my most useful version of myself. Imagine me getting a CNC machine. Um, you remove the economic barriers, and I just get to work on all sorts of stuff that I would never be able to do otherwise, because you have to have money to burn, to be free to make mistakes, have the place to do it, collab with random YouTubers and actually meet some people. I do need to kind of get a life in that regard. Because just sitting around playing Final Fantasy VII by myself, it's all right, but I want to do bigger things in life.